Hello and welcome to Yorkshire Land. I'm RickboBaggins and this is episode 2. So what did we do in the last episode, you ask? Well, we introduced you to the map that I created myself, and this is available on the Steam Workshop. The link to the map is in the description along with all the mods, so why not get it downloaded and come play along while you watch. So we introduced food into Leeds by train, and not only did we introduce the train, but we introduced a little city bus as well. So we've got transport, public transport. Well, it's Rickbo's transport, but we've got transport going around Leeds just to get the citizens up. So we're at 213 in 1865, as we started in 1850. So it's only been 15 years. We did take out the full loan, £10 million, but we've paid every penny back. So we have a happy bank manager and is willing to re-lend us that £10 million should we need to use it. So not only did we introduce the train to bring wheat into the food processing plant all the way over in Bradford, but we ensured that the trains don't flip either. So not only do we have a little turning circle up at the Leeds farm, so that the train doesn't have to turn round, but when it gets to the Bradford food processing plant, it has a little turning point. That way, reverse into the station to drop off the wheat and collect the food to come deliver it to Leeds. Now, what are we going to be doing in this episode? Well, we have only introduced 50% of food. Obviously, hopefully we'll have a look at getting that increased over time, but we need to introduce fuel as well. So we're going to be doing that by Leeds Gasworks, another mod that we've introduced, and this allows coal, 2 lots of coal, to be turned into fuel. Because let's be honest, we're in Britain, in Yorkshire Land, and in the 1800s, well, most of the fuel was created by coal. So we're going to be delivering this coal via ship. So if we make our way along the river, we can get to Hull's coal mine. Now, some of these have some of the industries. Well, I did mention that we started on 45. I actually left the industries to come on and to abandon when they're not being used. I've actually turned these off just for the first maybe 100 years. So until we get to about 1950, we'll turn that back on so that we can get more industries onto the map. But until now, I've just got a couple that have been generated and we've turned that off, because we're not going to have loads of factories and industries in 1865. Now, Yorkshire is actually quite famous for the 3 main industries, which is coal, steel and wool around this time. So I think it's quite fitting that we're going to be bringing coal in episode 2 to get fuel. And then while we're waiting for them ships to make its journeys there and back and make a bit of profit, I think what we might do is get Leeds Mail Sorting Centre into play. So we've actually got mail. So that's somewhat similar to Royal Mail, as it were. So let's get straight onto the build. So we are going to decorate this as well. We might do it in this episode. If not, it'll be done for next episode. If you do want to see actual time lapse or an actual step by step of how I detail, then please leave a comment in the description. Well, in the comment box. You can't do anything in the description. That's my bit. Right. Anyway, let's get the harbour set up. So not only have we built ourselves a little port, but we've got a little road depot at the side of it as well. Now what we're going to do, just to make this look a little bit nicer, just going to flatten this out a little bit. And then we're going to use this paint tool. And if, like I mentioned in the last episode, hold shift, and that will actually get rid of all them bits of unwanted, I don't even know what to call it, but you know, the little paths that it makes, which is in this colour. What I'm going to do as well is I'm actually going to just cover this up, just so it's using the same material, so it looks a little bit more one unit. I might change this at some point because I'm not 100% sure I'm happy with the the brickwork, especially when it doesn't quite match the harbour or the port, as it were. So we've got the first section up, so we can get coal delivered to the Leeds gasworks. We will then be able to pick up the fuel and get that delivered to our Leeds drop on Green Lane. So the next thing we need to do is go over to Hull's mine, coal mine that is, and do the same on here. Now at the moment we just need a harbour, and what I did mention is I forgot to mention that we changed it from small to large, just so that we can get the big ships on. Let's see where the best place for us to do this. I want it to open up so it's got somewhere for it to turn round. Also, I need to make sure it's close enough for this to still be picked up. So I'm thinking about there. That seems a reasonable place. So let's get his path. Let's maybe come from this direction. If you've not already noticed, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, which does slow me down a little bit. But you know, we want things to look nice. Now the question is, do we make that straight? I think we do make that straight. And then what we'll do is we will just flatten stuff out a little bit. Right, we've got the Hull coal mine. It's quite far away, isn't it? So when we do add a little bit of detailing, I may add either a little truck to deliver the coal from the mine to the port, or we might even make use of that 600mm, little 600mm trains that we have. So Hull coal mine port. Right, so let us, in fact, we want to probably put the shipyard here, so then it doesn't have to travel all the way from Leeds up to Hull just to collect its first bit of coal. It's a shame you can't move this up and down. I wanted to try and get it on the same level as the port itself, but so it's a fraction off. It's a little annoying, but I don't think it's noticeable. Right, so let's buy a ship. So these are the small ships, as you can see, 70. Us paying a little bit extra and getting a large port allows us to use these bigger ships. So between 100 and 150 bits of coal we can get on this ship with the British coaster. So it's a semi-fictional composite of the main shallow draft coaster vessels used for carrying freight around the coastlines of the British Isles and on larger rivers and inland waterways in 1800s and the early 1900s. So I think that's quite fitting for us. So let's just call this Hull's coal ship, and we're going to create a new line, and that's collecting the coal. So we want to do a full load, and you can wait forever. You don't need to leave until that ship is full to the brim of coal. It's going to travel all the way down this river over to Leeds gasworks. And at the moment, it's just going to go back empty. So we're only going to make profits one way. That will change in the future. We will be adding something else to go back. We're not quite decided what that is going to be as of yet. But maybe we bring food back. But that's a episode for another day. So we need to get Leeds fuel demand provided to, and also getting the mail up and running. That's what this episode is all about. So it's a ship, and it's Leeds coal supply. That makes sense. Well, it'll have to do for now. So not only is this going to be starting to bring coal over, in fact, do I pause it because that ship has probably come out now. And it's just ready to start collecting that coal. Now what we haven't done is created a demand for said coal. So I don't believe it's just going to deliver coal without somewhere needing this fuel. So that's why we brought this little depot. So we're going to create, in fact we'll just use the Leeds Road depot here to buy yourself a horse and cart that can deliver fuel. Now, not only as part of this, not only have we got the Leeds Gasworks, but we've also got this coal merchant cart. Now it does 8 miles per hour, which is a lot slower than this one at 11 miles per hour. This can only take 4, whereas this can take 20 fuel. It can't carry anything else, only fuel, and it also has a loading speed of 0.1%. So it's obviously a tenth of the speed it takes to unload and load, but you know, 4 times, that's what, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 5 times the amount. I can't believe I actually used my fingers on that. Yeah. So we have not even bought the merchant cart, so let's buy him. And this is going to be Leeds fuel truck. I know it's a horse and cart, but there will be trucks eventually. So we're going to create a brand new line for this one. It's going to pick up fuel, and it's going to pick up a full load, and it's going to wait forever. It's going to deliver that over in Leeds. And let's make it a nice red colour. Fuel's red, isn't it? Or maybe orange works as well, but red. We're sticking with red for now. So we got the grey, or like a grey colour for the coal, and a red colour for the fuel. So this is going to be a truck, and it's going to be a Leeds fuel drop. Trying to keep the name convention, because later on when we've got millions of lines, well, it's going to be a bit difficult trying to work them all out if we just call them line 1 to 19 for an example. Right, so that's obviously going to do its thing. Do we put it on fast forward? Maybe we do. So we're picking up coal, we're delivering it to the fuel or the gasworks, and then that gasworks is changing it into fuel and delivering it to Leeds. Now let's just make sure that we've actually got, yep, he's on there. So what's this waiting for? Ah! Let's pause the game. I didn't even notice this is not even connected to this coal. So that's not going to work. So let's just delete this a minute. Can I... See, this is the reason why we should probably get a truck delivering this. Right, we've got a little road connecting it now. So I want to do this as cheap as possible. Oh, there we go, only just. So if I connect that road, it's not going to cause any issues, is it? Connecting that road means that it's not going to work. You know what, I think we're going to... I'd said we needed to make it look realistic, didn't I? I didn't want to get rid of that tree. Oh well, it's gone now. Right, so we're not going to be able to get this connecting, making it look realistic. But don't worry, because let's be honest, that's far too far for this coal to magically get onto the ship, so we do need to have some sort of transport going there as well. So I'm going to just quickly create a little road depot, a little truck station, and we'll need one down there as well, won't we? Or we could just use a drop-off point. Use one of these drop-off points. That kind of works as well, doesn't it? So hull coal mine port. There we go, just call that drop. We don't need the little space on the end. Right, so we've got somewhere for it to drop off. Don't worry, we're gonna get rid of all the little paths as well. And make things look a little bit neater. I could make it over here to make it a little bit closer. However, there's no fence, so the fence, where does the fence... So we've got a little gap here. So do I put it, I either put it this side here, or put it over here? Decisions. Right, we're going to use one of these. We're not going to have a fence. So no fence. We're going to... I want dirt, so we have a dirt ground. That don't look like dirt, does it? I could make it coal. We'll make it look... We'll go with dirt. I can always change this afterwards. It'd be nice if I can flip these things around to the other side. Ooh, I could put it this side. I could put it this side and then it acts as both then. No, that's not realistic. So we'll... we don't need two, do we? No, I think we'll get away with just one. And as always, let's get his little paint tool out. Right, we are going to detail it at a later point just because I've not got too much time to record this episode, unfortunately. But now we just need to set up a little... We do need to set up a little road depot as well because I'm not having the trucks, especially horse and cart, come all the way from Leeds. It'd be nice if I can fit it in this little gap. That'd be lovely, that, wouldn't it? I don't think it's going to fit in. Is this a bit smaller? That's much better, isn't it? You know what? That gets rid of that little bit of grass. Right, so... It's a shame we can't make that dirt, but... It is what it is. Ah! Look at that. That's much better, isn't it? It's still a little bit there, but that's better than what we had. So, let's get the good old paint tool out. So, let's buy yourself... We need a truck that's going to be able to, well, horse and cart. It's going to be able to deliver coal. So we've got 11 miles per hour. Well, 4. We might as well go with European horse-drawn cart. That's what you'd see over here. So, coal delivery. Coal to port. And it's a truck, isn't it? So... that naming convention. So we've got B for buses, R for rail, S for ships, and T for trucks. Or tarmac. And you can say S for C. And we are going to be picking up the coal, and we're going to be dropping it off over there. So we'll make that sort of grey colour. What did I call it? I called it, well, it's a truck, and it's hose coal to pot. Well, it kind of makes sense. Right, let's press play. The only problem we have now is we need to wait for this truck to deliver all this coal over to here, so that's going to take a little bit of time, so let's get that from fast forward. I'm debating, do we manage the vehicles? I think we only do need one by the time the ship gets there and comes back. But just for this time being, yeah, let's just double them up a little bit. Just to get the ball rolling. We can always sell them afterwards. I'm not even going to rename them. That's how much I know they're just temporary. We got temp agents in. That's all good. Right, so while we're waiting for the fuel to arrive at the Leeds Gasworks. Let us get mail in. Let's get mail on the go. So again, we just need a little truck station. Oh, it does have a little gap here. That's excellent. That's where we're going to put his truck. Do we need it that big? I don't think we do. I'm going to go with 2 anyway and bring that down to 32. I'm not going to put any walls on it for now because I can always do that myself. Did we want a dirt road? Well, we've got a dirt road. That's what we've got, so that's what we'll deal with. Let's do that. We'll get this up and running first, then we'll make it look pretty. Well, I say pretty. We're just going to get rid of these lines, these footpaths into which connects the road and the industries. I'm not sure which is going to deliver the. I think we need to pick up the. Right, so we are going to have to pick up the mail. Now we can only drop stuff off on Green Lane on the Leeds drop. So I think what we may need is a little truck station. I could get them to pick it up here, but that's not going to cover. That only covers these couple of houses here. That's not enough. So I'm thinking we do something like, I've got this little road station. Basically, it's like a little bus stop where it just comes off like a little. So let's get rid of that for an example. And we could stick that there. That's actually covering quite a lot of people, isn't it? Yeah, that's covering quite a lot of people. So we want to do it as a city hold. We don't want no tram. It's for cargo. And let's flatten that out. So Leeds. So we've got Leeds drop. Do we have Leeds pickup? Does that make sense? Leeds pickup? We might change it to mail pickup. Although we may pick up other stuff than mail, but until then, it's Leeds mail pickup. Did we buy a truck? Not sure we did. No, we didn't. So let's get a horse and cart to deliver our mail. And we're going to create a new line. We're going to pick up at the Leeds pickup, Leeds mail pickup, and we're going to drop it off at the. It says Leeds hosting, but we just rename that to the Leeds mail sorting centre. We want to be a full pickup, a full load on each side, because it's going to pick up the letters. As you can see, some are already arriving. So unsorted mail, it'll then go to the Leeds sorting mail and obviously be sorted into sorted mail. And oh, look at that, our first delivery, our first pickup. Now you might wait here a little while because you've only got one letter to deliver. Or do we send him on his way so he's we get the ball rolling, get that first letter delivered, or sorted and come back. Right, while we're waiting for him to arrive at the mail sorting centre, we're going to make this look a little bit nicer. I've not got any ideas of what we're going to do with it yet, but we just for now, just get this paint sorted out. Just to make it look a little bit nicer. I don't like these bumps. Bumps in the night. Bumps in the road. Right, so in fact we might even get that grass a little bit further down here. Oh, look at that, that looks much better, doesn't it? How much nicer does that look? Right, well, I'm not a great fan of this, but we might change that as time goes on. So yeah, we've been quite productive this episode. We're going to get things on. Going to leave things on fast forward, and yeah, let's get his lines up. So, what have we done today? We've got the Royal Mail van. We'll bring up all his lines over here. And now we've got the lines up. If you press this button and then this button, all the lines go away. How nice is that? So, yeah, we have. So, Leeds City Bus, obviously that's from first episode. Leeds Food Supply Train, again from first episode. But this episode we brought out the Hull's coal ship, along with the Royal Mail van. He's picking up 80 coal at the moment. And then we've also got the Hull coal to the port, because it's not quite close enough for it to pick it up. It is, if we go over there, it is close enough, but it don't look realistic, does it? These coals just teleporting over to the mine. So yeah, we're going to get these trucks to be delivering. I have renamed these because we may keep them. We're just going to call it Leeds Mail for now. Look at that, 1870. We've got some new trains out. Look at that, some new LNWR. Well, you'll have to wait till next episode to check them out though, because we are just focusing on not only getting fuel and mail into Leeds, but also to make sure it's profitable as well. So we're going to leave it to run for a little bit, and we'll bring you back once we've hopefully delivered some fuel. So I've brought you back, and if you've noticed, it's been 6 years. We've got 10 vehicles, or 10 horse-drawn carriages, picking up the coal from the Hull's coal mine. And that's because after 107, they start to just drop off. So I needed to make sure that we're not wasting coal. Now, we have not even delivered, as you can see. It's been 6 years and we still haven't delivered our first bit of coal. Now we've got 170 odd, so I wanted to actually buy another ship when we got to 150. So if we manage this vehicle and we just duplicate that, we have a second ship. So I'm going to do that for a couple of times until we get. So next time it gets to 150, I'm going to buy another ship and then do another ship until we get the fuel. So until he starts coming back, we might as well just keep buying boats. I think that should be sufficient, and it should get the most coal to Leeds fuel station or gasworks. Right, as you can see, it's 1878. And we've got up to 5 ships. In fact, Leeds Coal Supply. Oh, that ship is just going to go pick that up. Yep, there we go. And we ended up getting 12 horse and carts to deliver the coal to the port. And obviously from the port we've got 5 ships, which will bring it over to Leeds Gasworks. And this is then getting picked up by our lovely Leeds fuel truck. Now, how many is here? 25. So on the second go it'll pick it up. We've got another ship coming. It may be that we duplicate this one. So yeah, let's do that. Let's duplicate this vehicle. So yeah, we've also duplicated the Royal Mail van as well. So we've got 2 Royal Mail vans, 2 gas vans, and yeah, as you can see, Leeds are increasing its population, and we are also making money, which is what we want, isn't it? Well, I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and if you have, don't forget to like and comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on the series so far, and subscribe so you don't miss out. Hit that bell notification so you get reminded when I drop an episode. I'm thinking we are going to get these episodes out every Wednesday. You've been lucky and got a double drop this week. But yeah, the town's coming along quite nice, if I don't say so myself. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and happy gaming.